Yeah, we'll see.
It's different.
It's always different.
It's not the same.
It's not.
Is it different or is it not the same? Which one? You don't know?
I guess.
Why do I have why does my nose look like it needs a wart on the side of it?
Do you think you need a nose ring thing, right?
No.
No. Do you want to do one on the other side?
I've got one on the other side.
Yeah, you do have to. But you don't wear that hoop as much anymore.
No, I lost it.
Why not?
I lost it.
How you lose a nose ring?
Oh, lost it in my sleep.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I can see that.
I mean, the nose ring.
Hello, Vina.
Hi, Vina.
So,
have you tried this cute lime cucumber Gatorade yet? It's the best.
Yeah, it's G0. It's really, really kind of good. Isn't it?
Zero sugar. And we're not paid actors.
No.
We just like it.
We should get paid.
We should get paid for it.
But you know what? That brings up a good thing. It was interesting because somebody asked me.
My hair.
Somebody asked me earlier this week, why do you guys give more than you receive? I said, because you work too hard and you get less.
Yeah.
So it's like we decided to do things the other direction because the other direction goes towards connection, not away from it. Exactly. Was that a good answer?
Yeah, it made sense.
Is that
accurate?
That's been exactly what we've been doing, right? We give away way more than we receive.
Yes,
and then
we always
the other way, you have to work twice as hard and they give you less.
Yes.
It's like this whole connection thing. Mm-hmm. When you go to search for the information, you get the people who are giving you less. But then when you go to look for us, you get more, but we're hidden underneath all of the less you're getting. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's odd.
But that's okay. Well, we'll just keep going. That's what we're going to do.
Going.
Hi, y'all. Let's see. Hi, Allison. Hi, Renee. What is a twin flame? Something I never want to hear again. Well, the thing is we got to take the word and say it what it is. It's connection. And anybody who tries to steer you away from just that word, they don't know what they're talking about because they should be talking about connection. It's simple. Your feelings connect. Right? Yeah.
True.
All right. So let's see. No, not yet, Vina. What's she saying? No, not yet, too. Oh, she hasn't tried a Gatorade yet.
Oh, it's really good.
I see. Yeah, it's really good. What about when you give and twin refuses to see? Well, that leads to two questions. Where did you learn to give to someone you're connected to would be my first question. Second question would be, what actions support that? So let's go there, Renee. When you give, what is it you're telling yourself you're giving them? That would probably be the best question, wouldn't it? Yeah. What are you giving them, Renee? Or is that, who is that? Is that Renee?
I can't see.
You know what? I should wear glasses. No, it's Breeze. I keep calling it Breeze. You know what?
We're blind.
I'm blind. Breeze, I am so sorry.
Renee out of Breeze?
You know what? I could not see. All I saw were ours.
That earlier when you said my hair was green?
I think I should probably go see an eye doctor. Didn't you say you were going to set me up for that? I know my glasses, I can't see anything unless I have them on. And I never wanted to get used to glasses, but I think I'm screwed.
Yeah.
I think I'm screwed. And tonight was like the icing on the cake. So, we go out to dinner because, we need that. And we're sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, this is good. We wanted breakfast. You kept saying breakfast, So we had breakfast. Well, they proceeded to give me my first time ever. They gave me my 55 and older card discount. Yeah. Yes. And I said, am I going to let this happen? And I'd realized that once they said it's $5 off your meal, I said, I'm going to let this happen.
Well, yeah.
I was like, I'm going to let this happen.
$5 off. You were like, all right.
Yeah. Giving love and support from the heart, giving myself. Well, Breeze, what did your twin ask for? When it comes to actions that support, we're listening and following his lead. Every time I tried to accommodate him, it backfired on me. I'm really upset. Oh. Well, Breeze, how do you receive love? How does Breeze receive love? So welcome everybody. We thought we'd come in here and hang out with you guys on a Friday night. It was like something that we wanted to do. We've been sick most of the week.
We've been feeling a little icky.
Yeah. It's that crud stuff that's going around. But we tested negative for COVID. We've been vaccinated with. See, I think we've been vaccinated with we just have 2 things of vaccination left to get. Yeah. Not that we get much of a choice.
Yeah.
Finally got our
I forget which ones. I forget which ones we don't have.
So this is the year of transformation. This is going to be a beautiful year.
The year of transformation.
Yeah, 2023 was the year of you're getting ready to transform.
Is that what it was?
Yep. Because look at everything that had to fall out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Oh. So this was the year of everything falling out. 2024 is the year of everything falling back together. Being seen for who I am, and acts of service is how I receive love. How do any of those connect to how you feel? How do any of those connect to how Breeze feels? How do you receive love?
It's odd. I don't.
That's not odd. It's truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, no, I sneak it in. I had to get sneaky. I have to get creative to give you love. I do.
Okay.
I do. I have to literally outsmart you to love you. I'm just saying. I really kind of do. So Breeze, I feel rejected and unseen. How can you feel unrejected and unseen if you receive love through acts of service and the things that you pointed to before? Because if you feel unseen and you say being seen for who I am, then my question, Breeze, is how do you tell the person you're in love with how you want to be seen, and then tell them how you need to be seen? So how are you communicating that? Because in connection, it's a very hard thing to do because we hadn't done that since we were infants or toddlers. And even then it was sketchy at best. So where did you learn to do that? Travis, what's up, man? Me and my twin are friends right now, and we're going on vacation in 7 months. But I want to tell her how I feel about her, but I'm scared because things might get awkward on vacation. What do you guys think I should do?
I guess we're going to need a little bit of a backstory.
And when you say friends,
yeah,
are you friends who tell each other the truth or friends who keep things from each other? Because what kind of friend keeps things from the other friend?
Right.
How's that a friendship?
Right.
Explain what friends means, Travis.
Yeah.
Breeze, I think we answered. Starseed, hey. My twin and I worked together as business associates. I felt we were friends, yet I felt rejected and unseen as he did not message me for my birthday yesterday. How could I bring this up without sounding needy?
This whole friends thing.
Yeah, well,
what's
a friend?
It doesn't seem to be working out. It never worked out with us.
Have you ever seen the show Friends?
Obviously, a million times.
Is that where you learn to be friends?
I don't know.
Because a lot of people really struggle to what friends really can be.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Like the guys I hung out with before my awakening, I consider them my best friends. But after my awakening, I consider them people I knew. You know what I mean? It's like, it's weird. I'm not meaning to do that.
Right.
But I'm like, when I go searching for that feeling for what that was there, I don't know that I was in a feeling when I was there.
Right.
Is that odd?
No.
So what do you got for that?
I don't know how to answer that question.
I felt we were friends, yet I felt rejected and unseen as he did not message me for my birthday. So Starseed, yesterday, the day before, when you reached out to your friend and said, hey, my birthday's tomorrow, and would you like to do something with me? What did your twin say? It sure doesn't feel like a friendship to me anymore, I suppose.
Well, Travis says, I don't know how to answer that question.
Right.
The question
Travis,
was,
the tears are important, but they should know your tears.
The question,
what is a friend to you?
Keeps secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a friend who doesn't open up and tell the truth, how's that a friend? Yeah. A friend who keeps things that they're feeling from the other friend, is that a friend? Yeah. I guess if you have to get to the truth of it,
sure, but there's boundaries on that friendship. It's not unconditional.
This boundaries and protection and safe thing,
it's important.
It's an illusion. It's a complete illusion.
Think it's important.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What are boundaries? Describe what a boundary actually is supposed to do.
Don't cross this line.
Okay, so you don't cross this line. And then inside of that, on the other side of that line, you love that person, right? So when you cross that line, where'd that love go? It's staying back behind that line.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you have a boundary, how's that not just a disconnect? I don't understand. So when I hear boundaries, I disconnect. I don't hear, you really pay attention to what you're throwing in place of where your feelings are. A boundary disrupts those feelings, right?
Yes.
So you already have hurt feelings on the side of that. Now you've just piled more.
Right. Or yes, that is definitely true. However, a lot of times it's in order to not be hurt any longer.
But if you not need to be hurt, isn't that hurt already telling you don't need to be hurt more? Because you didn't heal that hurt to begin with. If you heal the hurt, why would you need boundaries?
Well, I would want boundaries with the person who inflicted the hurt.
Well, okay, I can see that. But when you go to sit with them and let them know how they hurt you and what actually hurt you, you don't need a boundary anymore because you've already informed them, you hurt me in this way. Now, whatever it is that you think you're coming towards me with, you hurt me in this way. And until I do something about this hurt, I'm going to put a boundary here because you can't get near this hurt. Doesn't make sense.
Well, it sounds good.
Well, does it though? Yeah. Does it allow connection?
Well, it hinders it. Mm. It does, but I'm guilty of it. I am.
Yeah. I didn't message my twin because I didn't think I needed to. But yet the day after your birthday, you know what you needed the day before and the week before and the month before. And this is your friend. So telling your friend how important it is to hear from them on your birthday, what's wrong with doing that, Starseed? I just don't want to seem needy. Well, see, you've done judged yourself and called your own needs needy. That's like calling your own needs assholes. You know what I mean? What's the point of that? Well, I've brought things up. I've been met with excuses. Well, if you would have been ahead of time and said, you know what would really make me smile on my birthday is to hear from my friend. You know what I mean? That would make my whole birthday. If you didn't put that out there, don't expect them to know your expectations on the inside of your body where you're hiding them. That is a disconnect that is continuously working all the time against you. Do they know you're doing that? So keeping my feelings from her is not a good thing. Well, let's see, Travis, if you had a friend who was keeping feelings from you, how would that make you feel? Would it make you feel like you were trustworthy? Would it make you feel like you were a good friend? Would it make you feel like you listen to people? Start thinking about all the ways that you not telling them is rejecting them. Because ultimately, that's how you get caught up in the rejection loop, which is why this connection is so powerful, because it makes you suffer twice as much because you've done it to yourself.
I'm also not sure how she feels about me because I was the first to feel the connection and I can't read the rest of it.
And went along doing research on the whole twin flame thing.
Okay.
So Travis, doing all of the research on the twin flame thing is the first thing you don't want to do. Let me tell you why. Once you read about this connection, it takes away from the feeling of what the connection gave to you to begin with. It puts you in this whole mystical world that you think that feeling is going to show up in. So it's like a huge disconnect. So we want to go towards each other. If you notice, Sherry and I made it through all of that crap because we didn't go into it. We went into what we felt for each other. This connection isn't about the shit you're reading. The twin flame connection is about the shit that people teach you. The twin flame shit is about the shit that's happening on the inside of your body that you feel. And this person, when you get near them, it gets stronger and it gets stronger. And when you tell them it's a twin flame, go look it up, or you send them something that's written out there, you're not talking about that feeling anymore. You've already lost them. You just don't see that as complete abandonment or complete U-turn because it's big business to keep you away from them. It's not big business to put you together. So we decided to do this thinking we can fix that before it gets to that. We lost, we admit it, and we know that we knew that could happen, but I don't know that when we got caught up in what our connection was going through, we missed it. We missed that part. And that's okay, because I believe that kind of helps the collapse be even bigger. So it's kind of important to tell them how you feel, not tell them that you're twin flame. Because if you don't tell them how you feel, you have nothing to build off of. You can have, well, you're my twin flame, and then they find that in the numerous disaster areas they could find it in. They're going to find crap. They're going to feel like you put them up on this really high bar that they'll never be. And you don't know what kind of rejections they do to themselves in the first place. So it's almost like you're set up for a trap. Mm-hmm. If you want to go tell this person they're your twin flame instead of telling them how you really feel.
Right.
If you don't tell them how you really feel, it can't organically connect.
We are this adds pressure.
Oh, doesn't it though?
We are this.
Yeah. You don't need that name.
Yeah.
You need what you feel.
Right.
That's what you need. You need the core of what you feel for this connection. And Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Happy New Year. Andrea. Good to see you. Nice heart. So if our person we feel most divinely connected with hides from us in person and on social media, does that mean it's because I'm hiding from connection? Hides from us in person and on social media? What is it about your energy that makes them absent? So, Andrea, did you have an absent mother or father? Did you have somebody that you grew up around who just wasn't there for you? And would that person be your mother or father? Did your mother and father accept your feelings? Did they accept how you felt? Were they showing up for your feelings? Were they there through you when you had rough times and good times? Did they stick by you the whole time? That is the only way you know what to do in connection, because we found that most of that's disruptive, and they get absent because that when they get into your energy field, if you've had an absent father, let's say, you will have an absent masculine. So as they get near you, the only way you've experienced that connection was through their absence. So they have to do that in that way. And it's not on purpose. It's something you can heal to create space for that to occur. It's hard to do. And that's what we pride ourselves in doing, because we've done a lot of it. Right. We've changed a lot of the family dynamic in our connection. And people have gravitated toward us when we've healed those aspects. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And would you say that?
For sure.
Would you agree to that?
Yep.
And people who aren't ready to heal that can't come into that energy field until they...
And actually try to move further away.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, we already grew up without. So it's not affecting us because that energy we're putting into healing. So if they come forward, there's going to be space for them to come forward. Does that make sense? Travis, to be fair, the connection completely snuck up on me. I needed some clarity. It tripped me out. Yeah. Starseed, even if it had this issue in the past on my B day, I already told him how much hearing from him meant to me. I agree with me judging myself. There's my disconnect. With the feeling that you're judging about him not calling you, how are you accepting that feeling? And how did you celebrate your birthday yourself? Because if you're celebrating your birthday for you, you're celebrating your birthday for having a connection in you. And if you do that, it opens a different kind of energy. But if you're too wounded to do that, it's going to stay the same. So if you look at how your birthday has been treated since your birth, usually after age, 5 or 6?
Yeah.
We stop getting away from the parties, the big parties and all that, and it starts to kind of dwindle out. Then your birthday becomes like, oh, happy birthday. It doesn't become like this big party. And the people who birthed you, how they treat you on your birthday will pretty much mimic what they'll start doing. Does that make sense? Yeah. Andrea Simone, and my dad was gone and mom was around, but always focused on other stuff. The divine connection person told me I'm immature, etc. No, none of this is your fault, Andrea. You're not immature. You matured without. There's a difference. Being immature in the masculine aspect of connection, being immature, you've matured away from that space where you could have matured with it rather than without it. So when you matured without that being in your life, you didn't realize that it was going to attract strong or a feminine energy that really kind of stood by you, which would be mom's energy. If that masculine energy you keep attracting will have to be in that feminine energy that mom gave you. So what you end up having to do is you have that, the person you're connected to has to change into that. The thing is, they can't stay in that. They're going to switch to the masculine. And the moment they do that, you're going to want the disconnect because that's what you're used to. So it probably causes you to have a lot of relationships with masculine energy where that energy is there at first, but then it changes over a period of time. Or if it comes across that way in the beginning, you cut it off immediately. This is that boundaries and protection and safe stuff that we talk about, is that's what that does. It's like a belief. It's a belief you have, right? You believe that you can't have a man you're connected to because you don't know what that feels like. So if a man you're connected to approaches you, you don't know how to keep that energy there because the energy you were supposed to have didn't show up. So you will be mad at that person if they keep trying to get close to you. Because that pain that you carried from your dad not being there, what did you do with it? What did you do with that hurt? Looks like we're going on. Ads will run shortly. Oh, somebody gets.
It says skip.
Oh, we can skip. Ooh, yay!
I hit the button. I don't know if that helped.
I don't know if that works or not. Starseed makes so much sense. Thank you, Andrea Simone. Makes sense. Well, if it doesn't make sense, you can't make change.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
I know. I thought I'd just bring it out of the vault.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. I'm special like that.
It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody had good holidays.
Yeah, did everybody have a great Christmas?
We, I don't know, maybe in around too many people. We got the icky.
Stick egg.
Just that miserable cough that won't go away, and that, oh God, I'm so tired feeling, but feeling a little bit better day by day. I'm a couple days behind him.
Yeah, my immune system took a hit, and that usually keeps us well informed. But remember, I told you I ran out of those one gummies, my fiber gummies, and when I ran out, my immune system took a crash.
Yeah.
So I got to get back on them, which they'll be here tomorrow. So they did it. Hello, Miss Huber. Good to see you.
Hello, Jen.
Happy holidays, you too. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Me and my mom had that icky.
Yeah, just lingering around.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's gross.
Yeah, because Andrea, what will end up happening to you around your twin is you're going to attract a feminine energy that kind of keeps you away from your masculine. Because if you deep dive into what mom did when you said mom was focused on other things, mom wasn't paying attention to what you needed from her or your father. So you always probably consistently keep telling yourself you're being abandoned by family, you're being abandoned by your twin. There'll probably be a story that attaches itself, and it perpetuates that feeling of either not enough, I'm not what they want, they're going to reject me, they're not going to want me, they're playing games with me. It'll probably spin in that direction. And that's the hamster wheel effect of that kind of experience. So when you're stuck in that, you'll point at your twin and go, they did this to me. And they got to take the bit for all that shit you didn't heal back there. And it's funny until it isn't. Oh, Travis, I've got to put my glasses back on. Why does this connection sometimes show up when some people are in relationship? Couldn't the universe wait till both people are single? No, because here's what happens. I'm glad you asked this, Travis. This is a beautiful question to ask.
Oh, man.
Well, when you are with somebody, your heart is open and you're open to receiving what it is you want. But when you actually are single, you close that because you're not getting what you want. So the reason why they come towards you is because your energy is open to it. When you're thinking, like if you have a beautiful relationship or a beautiful connection with yourself, people will draw themselves to you. They'll just keep drawing themselves to you. And even a love interest can draw themselves to you that way. But if you're in there going, well, they don't want me, and I'm going to wait for them, it's like an iron door just comes down. You could be
waiting 25, 30 years.
Yeah, because you just told the universe to wait to give you connection. You just didn't see it in your wording. So what you want to do is probably change that.
I believe in the power of manifestation. I really do. And I really do. And I believe that, that we can definitely manifest something that we want, although it may not be something that we need at the time. Right.
Yeah.
And the universe is like, well, you're going to have to learn the hard way. You're going to have to learn the hard way. Sound like a mom, you know what I mean? Well, I told you so. But, I mean, it's not. It's just like, I don't know. When you're in the flow and in the energy of it, and you're exactly what you were talking about, when you're in that open heart energy, right?
Yep.
What happens in a lot of affairs, right? You're in that open heart energy, and that other person comes in and they're in an open heart energy, right? That's how we get in trouble.
Yeah, because you can be with me. What was it? What I was doing when I was doing it, and when I was with others, I was seeking connection and trying to get pieces of connection out of relationship, and I couldn't. And I didn't realize that.
Right.
When you don't realize it because number one, you're in it. You're in it. You're doing it, and you think, oh, well, they get me, and then you're like, no. And as soon as you leave, you can cut it off. So when you're in a relationship, or when you're in a relationship, you start opening up of all the possibilities of connection. A relationship is just going to relate back and forth to each other, but there's a yearning to find a way that you connect somehow in that relationship, and a feeling you hope to meet each other in, and it just doesn't happen. And when you're open to that, it gravitates towards you. But as soon as it gets to you, do you know how to keep it open? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we lose a lot of that. How do you heal it and actually know what the trauma is from my parents? You sit down with Lee and Sherry, and we connect some very large dots. And once we connect you back all the way inside, then you can really start to know that work was doing nothing but keeping you away from where you needed to heal to begin with.
Yeah. You
don't need fixed. You just need connection. So the only way you can have connection is running towards connection. This waiting thing that we see a lot of people do, isn't running towards connection. Because you change one thing in connection and it changes everything in connection, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people go, well, you want me to have my mother and dad in my life. And I said, no, I want you to change the belief that you could have your mom and dad in your life. Because what's affecting you is that belief that you can't.
Yeah.
And they got to give you what that's feeling like to them, because that's what you believe connection is. And it's like you lose that because you don't know how to hold on to it. This feeling is so overwhelming because we have all these feelings that we've had our whole life, and we've never knew that somebody out there could share those feelings with you. So when you find it, it scares you. It scares you because the people you were connected to in the first place didn't stay connected to you. So now you're going to reenact why you lost them through that connection. You don't mean to do it. You just do it out of habit. Friendly reminder, please like, subscribe, and share if you're so moved to. Thank you, Vina.
You're the best.
6 Berry Vina.
Oh, hi, Hugs.
Oh, Hugs. Hey, what's up? Andrea, the thing that weirds my mind is when I realize the person on the other side is experiencing their own version of their wounds, reacting with my experience of my wounds. Yes. So your twin is probably saying, I could never make my mom happy, so I'll never make you happy. So I'll stay away from you, because that way you can still love me unconditionally and let me get away with everything I get away with, like my mom did. When my mom really didn't like me at all. Yeah, there could be a whole other story, Andrea, because the possibilities become endless. The issue with that is if you heal something inside, you don't tell yourself it heals something on their side. So what ends up happening is when you start to heal and then they show up, that wound reopens back up because they're wounded still. And you don't tell them what you've been healing. You just try to act different and try to get them to know that you're better. And and now they see you up here and they see them down here. So we open a door that we close really fast because that makes sense to do for our disconnects, not our connection. Twin flame power.
Twin flame power.
Does it mirror on both sides? How do we heal those triggers? When I have another interested person in my life, twin comes in some way or another. Then it stops me dead in my tracks from pursuing it. Yes, because when you open up and you try to go out there to get somebody to love you, they'll show up, because they're going to show up to say, yeah, you'll let somebody else love you, but you won't let me. And that's going to bug you until you realize that. Why won't you let them love you? Why don't you open up the way you're going after this? Why didn't you open up that way to them? And usually there's a feeling there that's so strong that you have to choose the feeling, and you can't because it scares you. And it scares you how much you feel for that person because you feel like they could destroy you. The issue is you won't let them destroy you, which you kind of need. You need them to destroy you so you can realize you're more than you've ever told yourself you were. And when I mean destroy, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it that it hurts you so hard, it makes you want connection. And you haven't reached that. You won't reach that until you really, truly connect to your pain. You won't let yourself have connection until you do that. That's just the rule of thumb when it comes to twin flame connection. You never let anybody love you when you're pain. You never let anybody love you when you're hurt. And this connection is going to make you see that you learn to do that in a very nasty way. And it might have been just inflicted on you. Like a mother who can turn a daughter against a father will now find friends that turn her against whoever she's with. These kinds of wounds aren't easy to see. And the triggers aren't necessarily that. Those triggers can come from any action that did. So it's almost like what you want to look for in this is a needle in a haystack. When you go to the haystack and you realize the haystack is now a needle stack, you go, oh crap. And it's a whole other different kind of feeling. It's like, I'm never going to have this connection. And you don't feel that right away, but you definitely said it somewhere inside. Let's dance together. Hi, Queen of Hearts.
Hi, Queen of Hearts.
Rosie, how is it that we don't realize we don't have a connection? We feel a deep love and connection. They run and we chase. Rosie, When have you ever chased somebody you're connected to and didn't get connection? When did you ever do that? Oh, kiss the boo-boos. Oh, okay.
No, she was talking about what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I understood you, Hobbs. I understood you. I do kind of want to mention, look, it's this whole cliche, new year, new you, right? But, there's a time when you've got to get the ick out. I mean, and I'm not talking about the cough and the ick. I'm talking about the deep ick, right? And, there's so many of us, male and female, out here. And, there's so many of us out here who've been victimized and sexually abused. And that's why I'm just mentioning that I'm putting out another class on healing sex abuse. Being a sexual abuse survivor myself, I've run a few of these. I think the last one was the most powerful. It was so powerful. But there are some of you out there who are just still holding this in, who aren't, you're not able to talk about it still. I really feel like this class can help you. And if you just want to work one-on-one, that's fine too. But I'm starting this class. It's next week, right?
Next Wednesday.
Next one, yeah, next
Is it Wednesday or Tuesdays?
I have to look.
Okay.
I'll have to look.
Our calendar's being built. So.
Yeah. So if you're interested, then if you sign up, you'll definitely get the correct date. But I got to figure that out. So yeah, if you're interested in doing that, it's going to be for 5 weeks at $555. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, we can work that out too. But let's just start clearing this ick. And that's causing us, creating a way for us to, or a reason for us to build boundaries and walls, right?
Yep.
And we use that a lot. It's protection, right? Nobody's ever going to hurt us again type of mentality that we don't know we really have. All we know is we've lost our power, and nobody's ever going to take our power from us again, right? Which really sets up a lot more boundaries and walls than you actually think, right? And it gets in the way of your everyday life even more than you know, right? And looking back, I'm like, man, I wasn't taught that by my mother. I wasn't taught that by my father. I wasn't taught that by any other way than actually losing my power, right?
Yeah.
So if you're interested in that, put Sherry in the subject line so I get the email. And by the way, I'm only taking 5 at this point. So 5.
Twinflame Power said my twin's grandfather was my perp.
Oh,
very hard one to deal with at times.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're interested in doing that, it's going to fill up. I think I've already got 3 signed up, so I might only have room for 2.
I believe so. Yeah.
Just email me, and if there's enough interest, I might run another one.
RelationshipReinvent@gmail.com. Amber Lauren popping in to say I love you guys. Seeing you come across my YouTube stream always lights me up. Thank you for choosing love and for all that you do with that love. It's really sweet. Yeah, we keep asking the universe, is this the right way? And it keeps giving us messages. So I guess this is the way we're going. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful moment.
It really was.
You're right. Next year isn't when there's a new you. The new you is right here, right now. It's always right now, and you are new to this moment now. So when you look for when you can change or how you're going to change or how you're going to heal, you can do that now, because you either choose to do that now or you don't choose to do that at all. And know this, the person that hurt you when you were young, are you really okay with them making sure you never have love? Are you? Are you really okay with that? Do you really want to keep doing that anymore? Because don't they get the energy of what you're not getting until you decide to get it for yourself? Then whatever was supposed to find them, finds them. It does, doesn't it? That's the way karma works. It depends on what you believe. Hugs and rain at the moment.
It's been rainy here. It's been rainy here for days. And it's finally, is it stopping tomorrow?
No, we're supposed to have a mix of snow, rain, and all kinds of stuff come. I guess, I don't know.
We should probably
Who knows?
watch,
we really don't. You know what, though?
Well, you can tell the truth.
Right now, we get to stay still for a minute.
Which is a blessing.
But there's a recharge time for me and you.
It's a blessing.
I just want time with you. I do. If that's okay with you. Oh, okay. All right.
Likewise.
All right.
Well, we've kept you for 41 minutes.
Yeah, we have.
And thank you for joining us. We are going to chill out the rest of the night and watch a show or two.
Life after lockup.
We're reality show geeks.
Well, yeah, we really kind of are. We're watching more cult stuff.
It's weird.
Just all over.
That documentary got us started on watching all this weird stuff.
We watched Mother
crazy.
God. Mother God
was a trip.
Mother God, and it was about, this woman had 3 twin flames. 3.
Yeah.
3.
3.
If you have not seen Mother God, it's on Max.
It was a trip.
And then we're watching another one called
The Garden.
The Garden, Commune or Cult.
We haven't figured that out.
Well, there's connection. There's a set of people who are deeply connected there, and it's really interesting to watch.
We haven't figured out if it's a cult yet or a commune.
So far I have to stick with it's a community. It's definitely a community, but it's about a community about.
Well, we haven't got to the end, so we don't know. I mean,
we love you guys too.
We thought Mother God was going well, but it didn't end well.
No.
We watched the whole David Koresh one. We watched the whole Kool-Aid one.
We've watched a lot of those, but I think we've watched it because we wanted to pay attention to the human condition.
Oh, weird.
But at the same time, pay attention to how you get pulled into such a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you have a disconnected family, this connection is going to be a very tricky connection for you. And there's ways to heal that. There's ways to connect to it. We're proof.
I mean, I just feel like we've always said we should start a church, but we didn't. But a church is not bad. But church isn't a good word. I mean, because it would be a church. It's a cult-like to me too. The church.
Well, unless it was a church of connection,
where
all of its members were the church. Not just the people. There's no above. There's just a church of connection. And it's about connection. It's about what you experienced from your day of your birth to now. Yeah. And all of the things good and bad. And then all of the things that connected you or disconnected you. It's a church filled with connection. Yeah. Of reconnection back to those things.
Yeah.
Because those things in you, I guess, when I've seen that sign, that in a dream that we keep having of you saying, this is the name of it. And I said, this is the name of what? And it was, I can't remember what the name of that church was called. Do you remember? And it was a really beautiful, but it had connection in it.
I do remember that too. Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, that's actually a genius idea, because the more connected we get, the more peace we get.
Connected?
What was it?
Church of the Divinely
Connected. Divinely Connected Church?
I don't know what we were thinking. We were probably smoking pot on the way to somewhere and come up with the idea. I don't know.
Oh, who knows? Well, I guess it'll come to us. Whatever that is, it's something. It's a recurring dream, and it may be a global dream. We don't know.
I don't know.
I just know that we need something that connects us all, and we need a place that connects us.
That's not a cult.
It's not a cult. It's a connection. It's a pure connection that heals families. It heals generations. It heals all of it. And it's welcoming pain instead of telling you to get rid of it or stuff it down or tell you how it wasn't worth it. And just, you can't beat up your pain.
Yeah, maybe there shouldn't be just one space for it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll be I don't know.
Guess we'll find out. Anyway, we love you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to get out. You guys have a great night and stay connected.
What'd she say down here, Hugs?
Smoking some pink Jesus. Hugs for humanity. Nice.
I love you, Hugs.
All right. We'll see you guys soon.
There it is, Hugs.
Traveling troop. That makes sense. See you.
We'll see you guys later.